Newcastle United at St. James Park. So we are here ready to talk about today's fixture, all right? And it's only been a few days since Manchester United last played. Obviously, it was against Crystal Palace, and we were fortunate to win that game. And you could maybe say it was because we were a man up as well against Crystal Palace. That's why we managed to win that game and get all 3 points for Michael Carrick. But here we are today, new game, new fixture, Newcastle United. I want to know, guys, can Manchester United win today against Newcastle United at St. James Park, an away fixture, just days after a win against Crystal Palace, against Oliver Glasner's Crystal Palace? Can we do it? That's the question. Can we go 6 points above Liverpool as well on the log? So that'll be the Q&A for today. Can Manchester United go 6 points above Liverpool? Wow, that's going to be interesting. 6 points above Liverpool. That's if Manchester United beat Newcastle United, of course. So can Man United go 6 points above Liverpool tonight? That's my question. And that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting with our return fixture against Newcastle United. So that's my question that I've got up for today. Can Manchester United go 6 points above Liverpool tonight? That's going to be interesting because obviously Liverpool had that loss against Wolverhampton, and now Manchester United have a chance of getting points further from Liverpool tonight if they do beat what's it called, Newcastle United. That's Eddie Howe's Newcastle United, and they've been struggling. So we know Newcastle have been struggling. So can Manchester United capitalize from that, go out there and get all 3 points against Newcastle? It's going to be interesting. Okay, because if Manchester United get a result here, it's going to mean that Michael Carrick has gone now 12 games. Well, not Michael Carrick necessarily, but Manchester United have gone 12 games without a defeat. 12 games unbeaten for Manchester United. If we do get a result against Newcastle United today. So it's going to be interesting match day, and we have to embrace it, like I said, because the next time we play football again is only on the 15th of March. So it's going to be interesting to see if Manchester United can get a result here, So can we do it, until we have this sort of little break? But yes, big fixture. It's the return fixture in the Premier League between Manchester United versus Newcastle United. And we beat them already. So can we repeat that? I remember we beat them with a goal from Patrick Dorgu. Obviously, he's missing right now. Welcome to everybody that's just joined the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to hit that sub button and hit that like button as well. It's GGMU. Let's grow the community together. Donovan Young says hello. Good evening to you, Donovan Young. GGMU, Manchester United versus Newcastle United. What an interesting fixture it is, guys. So I'm ready, and hopefully we can see Benjamin Sesko starting. Hopefully we can see Benjamin Sesko starting versus Newcastle United. I feel like this is the perfect game for him, especially because Newcastle United have a team of a lot of height. So it will be good for Manchester United to start. It'll be good for Manchester United to start with Benjamin Sesko. So it makes sense. It only makes sense, guys. I feel like we start with him, especially now that he's also scoring a lot of goals. He scored in the previous game against Crystal Palace. So it's only certain that we can start with Benjamin Sesko ahead of, I would say, Amad Diallo, because Amad Diallo is still a little bit off form. I feel he needs to pick up more form. and then maybe we can see from there. But it's good that we have these attackers playing well. We are able to shuffle them, But some games, like Michael Carrick has said in the presser, are meant to be for certain players. Not everybody can play in every game. So it makes sense that we start Benjamin Sesko in this game against Newcastle United. Like I said, they've got a lot of height in the likes of Dan Burn, Joelinton. There's a lot of height in that Newcastle team. So it's only fair that Manchester United add a few more of the likes of Benjamin Sesko out there. North London says, remember me? Yes, I do, mate. Greetings, greetings. What are we saying? Are Manchester United getting 6 points above Liverpool tonight? Are they going to make 6 points above Liverpool tonight? By the end of the game, will they get that? Will they reach 6 points above Liverpool? That's going to be very interesting. It's a massive turnaround. Wow, considering Liverpool are the reigning champions at the moment. So can they do it? Can they extend? Can they extend that lead in third? With six. It's going to be interesting. Liverpool obviously lost to Wolverhampton, 20th place Wolverhampton. Crazy scenes, guys. So hopefully Manchester United can capitalize from that. It's going to be interesting. We're currently on 51 points, same points as Aston Villa. So we have to try and make sure that we collect all three tonight. And we only play on the 15th of March, and that game is coming up against Aston Villa. So it's going to be interesting. Um, North London, it says Arsenal versus Brighton. Who do you think will win? Well, I was thinking just the other day, I was telling myself, wow, the Premier League is such a unpredictable league. Any team is capable of winning games, and nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. I'm here celebrating Michael Carrick getting what is it, 6 wins, with Manchester United, and only one draw, zero losses. But I'm thinking to myself, any team can lose. So let me not get my hopes too high. So with your question, I personally think um, I think there will be an upset here by Brighton, but who knows? Who knows? Arsenal have been magnificent. They've been great. They've been great. You know, I wouldn't say too great, but they've been good. So I feel like Arsenal can collect those points against the likes of Brighton. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting because that gap between Manchester City, it's a narrowing gap. It's not nowhere near safe. I think it's only 2 points above that Arsenal are with Manchester City to 5. So it's going to be interesting. Hat-trick from Sesko, and we are winning the EPL, no doubt. Hat-trick from Benjamin Sesko. Wow. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to expect from Benjamin Sesko because before coming on live, I was reading that one of Benjamin Sesko's trainers were talking to him, were talking to the media about how athletic Benjamin Sesko is as a footballer. He's tall, he's fast as well. He's a basketball player. Apart from being a footballer, he knows how to play basketball. So it's crazy. It's crazy. We've got this sort of athlete that can do it for us, and that's what we need. That's what we needed. Somebody we can rely on. And I feel like Benjamin Sesko is turning out to be that guy. I'm not even capping. And Villa today is losing, and Set Piece FC dropping 3 points. Yes, hopefully things can go away. Hopefully things can go our way. But that Villa Chelsea game is going to be super, super interesting as well. Yes, we as I would say rivals right now, we can just be sitting on the fence and hoping for the best. You know, even a draw by them wouldn't be too bad as well, so I wouldn't mind that. But I'm pretty much just focused on Manchester United, dude. Like we have to beat Newcastle United, and I'm not gonna lie, Newcastle United can be a a difficult side to beat. They've got the players, so they've got injuries like Bruno Guimaraes, Fabian Shaw. They've got Lewis Miley as well, Jacob Ramsey. Apparently Jacob Ramsey is it's uncertain with him that he would be playing today, but yes, that's what's happening. Benjamin Sesko, 4 goals in 5 appearances for Manchester United. Guys, if you just joined the channel, please don't forget to hit that sub button. Are Manchester United going to go 6 points above Liverpool, rivals Liverpool? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. And there's obviously Elanga. So we were playing against Elanga, former Manchester United, I think, academy player that is. So it's going to be interesting. Can we make it out against Newcastle United? What are your guys' score predictions? 3-1 to Man United is my prediction, says North London Edits. And then King Lee says United is one. United is one, and it's red forever. I mean, we beat Manchester City, King Lee, so it's definitely red for now. If we're talking Manchester. So interesting, guys. I'm keen for the game. I'm super keen. But every game for us now is it's like a cup final, so we have to make sure that we are winning these games. You know, so 12 games unbeaten for Manchester United. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. It makes me nervous knowing that we're in such a good run. And 2026, we're unbeaten in the Premier League as well. So we have to make sure that we get that top four, you know. Interesting game today. I need all these players to be on par today. I need these guys to be really effective, against a Newcastle United side. It's not easy playing in St. James Park. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if the likes of Benjamin Sesko can pull the strings today. Um, Very keen to seeing Bruno Fernandes as well. So I'm happy. I'm happy. Newcastle 13th. They've been having a bad run of form in the Premier League at home, that is. And the previous game they lost to Everton, 3-2 that it was. And before that, they lost to Manchester City as well. So, guys, Manchester United, it's up to you now. We have to go there and collect points, guys. We have to go there and collect points. We have to show that we're serious. We're serious. There's no hiccups, you know. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting for us. If you just joined the channel, don't forget to hit that sub button, that like button as well. And it's only a few until it's kickoff, guys. I'm keen, I'm keen for us to finish strong the season in the Premier League. So it's going to be pretty much interesting. Can Manchester United make it 54 points today? You know, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Anyways, guys, that's the talk that I have for us today against Newcastle United. Hopefully, we can get these 3 points, guys. It's important that we go out there and do it. I'm super excited to see what we can come up with after that game against Crystal Palace. It's going to be interesting to see what Michael Carrick has for us. And there were obviously talks about him being permanent, him taking the permanent role at Manchester United. There was the whole joke thing happening in the press conference where he was asking, the reporters why they always ask the same question week in, week out. And I was thinking to myself, like, exactly, why are you always asking the same question? If Michael Carrick thinks he's going to take the permanent role at Manchester United, I mean, you just can't be asking the same questions. You have to be a little bit more creative. So that was very much interesting, and it's going to be interesting seeing how we play out without the likes of Lisandro Martinez, maybe a Harry Maguire as well. So we could be having a back four of um, Lenny Yoro as well as Aiden Heaven. You know, we could be without Luke Shaw as well, so it means that Mazraoui is going to have to slot in. And then that leaves us with Diego Dallo in the other fullback role and Casemiro obviously up front in your CDM role with Kobe Mino. Bruno as the 10, and obviously my bet would be that we'll have Cunha on the left, Brian Mbuemo on the right, and Benjamin Sesko as that number 9. You know, so that's what I think. That's just my predictions for now. And hopefully Michael Carrick picks the right team and he makes the right substitutions as well because that's very important, you know. But he's been doing so and we've been winning, you know, regardless of how narrow the results have been, we've been doing it. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. But yes, that's the talk for today, and hopefully we can go out there and collect those 3 points. So good evening to everybody that joined tonight, and please don't forget to hit that sub button and don't forget to like the channel. And good night.